What's up, gamers? Hope you're doing well. I got a lot of physical Minecraft labor ahead of me. I'm trying to expand the automatic item sorter quite a bit here because these sections ain't enough. So this is going to be one of those not so interesting episodes where a bunch of this is just going to be time lapses or whatever. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock out about 1, 2, maybe even 3 sections. After I mined, I threw up the framing for it, and then proceeded to lay out a whole lot of chests. Damn near took out every tree in my area. Then I threw up the redstone circuit that has to go behind the chests, using the repeaters and the comparators. Alright gamers, after I threw up the redstone circuits everywhere, I came out here and started getting my water lines ready so I can have my items transport across the water still. So I got them ready right here in this dirt, and then I decided at the end of this hallway, since I was about to bust out the mountain, I heard friendly mobs when I was digging over here, so I knew I was close. So we have to start going lower now. At the end here, I'm like, we're gonna have it wrap around instead of water transferring over, and then we're gonna have a nice little staircase right here. And then this type of design is just gonna repeat. It's gonna go down the staircase, then we'll have water lines repeating underneath with a bunch of sections just like this, and it'll just keep layering underground. But right now I need to set up the hoppers because something weird is gonna happen over here, I believe, because we have, yeah, this dropper set up to drop items in this water, and then it goes here, and then it's going to come across here, and then the water is going to bring items over here, and it's going to need to go up somewhere back here in a pipe so it can get into these chests. Kind of like over here in this spot. Oh, I guess I did get it figured out with a dropper and everything. Okay. So it just comes into the stairs a little bit. Alright. Simple enough. But I do think this design is going to be so goated, especially when I build a nice staircase here down to the next level and we still get the waterways working. And I think with it being as long as it is, I'm going to have to test it obviously, but I don't think I'll have to build a chunk loader to keep it working and the items from acting weird and despawning. Alright, let's get working with the hoppers. So this one's going to just come straight across. It is super laggy too, so I apologize for that. I'm going to have to get sodium, a viewer mentioned, for better performance, because I do have a lot going on at this point. We'll just work through the lagginess for now. Okay, boom. And then this next set goes into the comparators. I just realized I only have 20 levels. I'm going to have to enchant so many filler items. I thought I got enough hoppers, but I don't know. Might have to go deforestate some more. I've chopped down so many trees, you guys have no idea. I've literally deforested the forest outside my base like 3 times and replanted. Takes so much wood to make chests. Then you have to have a chest to make a hopper. Alright, so that section's good, and then I'm just going to keep it wrapping all the way around to over here. Alright, I sped this up because it took a long time. I wrapped all the hoppers around to every section just to realize they're all backwards, so I had to go knock out all the top hoppers, change the direction on them. Then I ran out of hoppers and had to go deforestate some more, of course. Man, I'm really gonna have to figure out how to build some type of automated tree farm or something, because chopping down those forests worth of trees is absolutely brutal. Alright, I have one more section to finish up here. Blast these on all in the right direction. Then the comparator line. Then the chests. Isn't this so exhilarating? And then right here, this last one is going to be where it goes down into the ground to the next level to repeat. So, did I not leave myself a chest? I didn't. How dare I? Get a chest ready for that. This is a placeholder. Dink. Beautiful. Then it'll go right down to the ground right here, and it'll repeat this whole thing. Man, I didn't have a plan going into this other than just wanting an automatic item sorter, but adding these waterways in with the droppers and everything This is so genius and big brain. I'm so happy it just came out this way. This is why I always go in with a half-baked redstone plan, because then you just build around the things you weren't expecting, figure out how to squeeze it all in a tight space, and then boom, you're left with such a cool design. I'm sure somebody else has done something like this, but I haven't looked at anything, okay? Other than just figuring out how this locking system works on the chest itself. This is all original, straight from the dome. Wait, did I not? I didn't put in a section right here? You kidding me? Oh no. Got no wood again. Alright, well, obviously I'm going to have to go deforestate some more. That's crazy. It takes on, dude, it's a sickening amount of wood, gamers. A sickening amount of wood. But I'll get that done, finish this section out, and then I'm just going to have to enchant so many filter items. And what a filter item is, if you haven't seen me build a section of these before, is that's what helps you actually filter what you specifically need. So right here, that doesn't count. This one's broken. That's why that chest right here, the third one from the wall, is where all my overflow stuff is going from everything being sucked in outside. And look at this. I found another sick realization about this. You see how I have strings, bones, spider eyes, gunpowder, and all that stuff in here? That little iron golem farm, I'm pretty sure, is capturing mobs too, which is actually a sick feature I didn't know. So I'm getting a whole bunch of mob items which will go to their actual spot once I get this chest switched to an actual filter item. Then everything will go past. But the filter items look like this. I just have to enchant cobblestone pretty much. And I throw those in, and whatever item I want to be filtered, sand, sandstone, gravel, throw one block in there, and that's what gets filtered, obviously. But let me go ahead and finish this and enchant up a bunch of filter items. Well, say goodbye to about 20 XP levels. Then came over here and filled up all these hoppers with the filter items around the whole thing. Then I dug out the waterway for our items to go from one side to the other. Brought the water right down here. Built a little circuit that allows the auto dropping, and placed a soul sand and filled up the beginning of this with water. Then I connected the rest of the pipe up with the top hopper over here. And at this point, I had the nasty realization that I, for some reason, pointed all the hoppers in the wrong direction 2 times in a row. So I had to go around and correct all of these yet again. Alright, all that took forever. Now I'm going to need a bunch of signs. So I need to feed some cows. It is lagging so bad right now. Got rain, darkness. Let's go to sleep. This should also give us a chance to test out the actual system and make sure it's still working, because all the wheat should end up here. And if you guys have been watching, you remember this is a fully functioning farm right here with the secret button. Get all this wheat. Uh-oh. There goes all of our wheat going through the water pipe. And we're filling up right here with seeds. I'm sure the wheat will show up here soon as well. Somewhere. Unless I have it going somewhere else. Do I? Alright, I finally see wheat coming. Let me go make sure the water didn't push the wheat off for some reason. This farm is mostly aesthetic, so I'm not too mad that it's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So some seeds got pushed off. Nothing else did. Okay. Tremendous. Oh, but I did just pick up 64 and 41 wheat. I think that was all the wheat pretty much. Oh, buddy. Get away from me. Kind of confused as to why that happened. Maybe these filled up with seeds so fast that they couldn't pick up the wheat. That is a pretty easy fix, though. I can just add a little barrier down here. Boom. Now that will never happen again. Well, nearly 2 stacks. Only had to use that thing one time. And now I should have enough food to breed a whole lot of cows. And at this point in the video, I'm going to ask you if you would be so kind to drop a like. This video has taken forever. Oh, look at this straggler. Wait, I just realized I don't have my diamond sword anymore. Oh no. That thing had looting on it. I must have thrown it, or even worse, it must have broken my hand. That sucks. And we have barely any cows over here. I had a creeper mishap a while back. Dang it, dude. I'm gonna have to make another sword. Which means I'm gonna have to grind up a bunch of levels again. Shoot, man. Shoot. Alright, gamers. I got my levels up to 30. And I built a new diamond sword. Let's see what happens. Dang it, I need the lapis. Wait, what sword is that? Just a regular one, too? Okay. Boom, what do we got? Fire aspect 2? That's just not gonna do. I did mess around and buy a bunch of other swords. This guy right here, it's got 25 diamonds for a looting sword, so I can just combine a bunch of swords together to get a huge looting one. I want to make a video touring around what I have now and show off what we've got done in 250 days, and it is day 248 right now, which is just not bueno. So I guess I can do a couple more things to try to finish up a little bit more here, and then we're gonna have to wait, gamers. We're gonna have to wait until I finish the tour video, I suppose. But that has to be done on day 250. So fortunately, it's the way the cookie crumbles. Got the glass finished. That's all our gray wool's gonna get us. Don't need to come up with a new way to get black wool. Getting those black ink sacks literally takes all kinds of time. Alright. It is day 249, so unfortunately, gamers, I'm going to have to end it, but we got a bunch done. We got the huge extension here in the automatic item sorter. The only thing I was hoping to get finished is actually throwing a bunch of signs on all these, or not signs, what are they called? Those little item holders, item frames, that's what they are. And actually setting a bunch of these crates to what I want them to be. But it's okay. We will get to that, the video after next video. This is the wall of supporters right here. If you want to be on it, all you have to do is drop a comment saying what you want to be on it. And I will throw you on this wall of gold and you will be here forever. Because I'm doing this series for a long time. And I've been gaining a pretty good amount of subs. So you will be seen by a lot of people. I'm sure I'm going to shout them out again in the tour video, but big ups to Jaden Pfeiffer, Clan Dude, B-Boy Jr., Zansky, Magic Trumpet, and Pugtato. Thank you for being on the wall of supporters. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to depart. Hope you enjoyed watching. Please leave a like and sub. And the next episode, we're going to give everybody who hasn't been here for a while and a bunch of new people a tour of everything we've got going in 250 days. I hope to see you there. Deuces.